All right, GM everyone, happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day so far. For everyone following all the World Cup happenings, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, we are, I believe, right now down to the dramatic quarterfinal stages. And one thing that we know is that, it seems like our dearest United States is not exactly in the lineup anymore for the folks who are excited about it. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm sure you are well aware of the latest happenings. So let's stay updated with the quarterfinals, and most importantly, going into next week, it's going to be an exciting one. All right, appreciate everyone for taking the time to join us. World Cup craziness aside. Friday is always a great time for us to gather our fellow monkeys to come together to run through some of the latest updates. And if you are here for the very first few time, every Friday at 12 p.m. EST, we are going to be here to run through some of the latest updates within the MonkeDAO family, as well as welcome new folks, new monkeys to the family. All right. We have also a special segment today. Well, not exactly special per se, but a little bit of a different agenda because it's one of those that we are pretty excited about internally at least. And that is none other than the Banana Stand sneak peek preview for everyone who's going to be here. Well, the good news, I guess, is that, every session of Town Hall is also recorded, and I want to do a big shout out to Cream for, doing an amazing job, ensuring that every single session of Town Hall is going to be continuously made available to folks who may not be able to join us live, all right? So shout out to Cream for being the amazing monkeys, helping us record it, set up all the necessary infra, and most importantly, uploading it onto our YouTube handle and making sure it is available to fellow monkeys. All right, so given that, today's highlight is arguably the Banana Stand sneak peek preview, as well as the closed testing environment signups that we can all be a part of, the dad jokes that we decided to put in place shall also therefore be related to the Banana Stand. This is kind of lame. Honestly, when I was putting this together with Bipsy, I was still afraid that she would judge me for sending her that suggestion, but she had no retaliation. So I can only conclude that Bipsy is as lame as I am. So the question today is, what's the Banana Stand app's biggest bug that you can expect to find? I hope Kuan read the newsletter and did that. Kuhon is the best as a beholder. Yes, that's right. Shout out to that. All right, what's the Banana Stand app's biggest bug? It's not split. Well, Kinder is quite literally a dad. Like he is oftentimes, the one who gets it, or if not the closest to it. Well, the good news is that, his answer this week is quite close, but it's not exactly the right answer. So we'll see. If let's say, we don't get a better answer that is as close as what we are looking out for, we will give, the prize to Kinder. But let's give it a shot. What's the Banana Stand app's biggest bug? This is kind of lame. It's definitely pretty lame. It's related to a banana and it's related to a banana stand, arguably. Give it a shot. Let's see. We never know. Staking is potentially right, but that's a very honest answer. I'm off. Feeling old already. Today they released the Solana 1000 epoch thingy. Let me see. I know I'm digressing a little bit and I'm digressing this. I always, end up digressing a lot as well. But today, yesterday actually, they released this thing called the solana.com/epoch 1000. If you are interested, to find out a little bit more around your journey of on Solana and how long it has been, you can go and check it out. But I brought this up because of our dearest comment that we've seen here from Bad Religion. Feeling old today. So if you're feeling old today, you can go and check it out. But I joke with folks that, hey, this is almost like, literally like going to the old folks' home. And anyone who has like a diamond class or whatnot, in fact, I would classify anyone with over 700 epoch probably belongs to the old folks' home to some degree. All right, okay. So let's get back to it. If we don't have a better answer, it seems like we have seen staking. It's not split. That is arguably one of the closest one. Well, BC, let's share the answer. Let's share the answer. I don't want to be the one, spilling it because it's really lame, and then I don't want to be the center of attention for this. It's all for the wrong reasons. I low key feel pretty ashamed. Let me see if I can find it. BC, I'm just waiting for you. Okay, thank you, BC. What's the banana stand app's biggest bug? The biggest bug that you will find is that it's too appealing. Actually, the appealing is the wrong spelling. But it should spell something like, like this. It's too appealing. Yes, unfortunately, Omi, this is what you sign up for. This is the dad joke series, and this is what we do. This just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, indeed. You are very much welcome. That is the dad jokes of today, and without further delay, let's get started. Newsletter 230th edition. All right, huge shout out as well to our monkeys based in Argentina because this week it's not just us featuring the Argentina monkeys getting together for a monkey meetup, but also, most importantly, we celebrate the birth of another super team local chapters, which is the Super Team Argentina, led by our very, very, very own monkey, Nico. And if you are curious around who Nico is, feel free to tag him, give him some love, let him see the notifications coming out from his phone, and he will probably be shocked like what's going on. But we're very excited to share that, Monkeys of Argentina, they got together for meetup. We're excited to feature them. But most importantly, they just announced that, the Super Team Argentina chapter is also launched. And we can't be prouder to say that this is led by a fellow monkey. We've quite literally lost count on how many super teams are actually led by fellow monkeys, and that's one thing that we are really, really proud of. So shout out to them. If you are part of the Argentina chapter, huge shout out to you as well for making it possible, because as we know, the organization is only one layer, but it's truly the participants and the people who actively show up every day that makes this all these magic possible when it comes to community building. All right, Town Hall TLDR, this is the quickest way to get quickly updated. Messi is team lead. This is the quickest way to get quickly updated around anything and everything that you need to know within the MonkeDAO ecosystem. All right, the MonkeDAO TLDL, the MonkeDAO TLDR. If you are available, we highly encourage you to come in and join us at Town Hall Live. Use the command exclamation mark Town Hall TLDR. You'll get everything that you need to know in point form. But of course, if you're not able to join us during live town hall, you can always catch up on the recording, which our lovely cream, continues to make it available every other week on our YouTube, our official YouTube channel. Where you can go there and find it's linked here as well. It's basically the MonkeDAO handle. But of course, we always encourage you to come by, hang out with fellow monkeys, meet your fellow monkeys, and check out all the monkey business happening, especially during live town hall itself. All right. And this week's announcement, in case if you missed it, as we shared, the Monkey Hotel matchmaking is live. If you haven't already tried it out, please do so. We are very, very excited, and we can't wait to pair fellow monkeys up. And indeed, we do know that costs, may be a factor of consideration. And in fact, let's be real here. A main factor of consideration for many of us when it comes to traveling, especially when, let's say the charts are not always green, right? And that's just the reality of life. And, by pairing monkeys up, not only can we help to make sure that your cost of traveling can be much more better managed, but most importantly, you can stay with good people and enjoy your breakpoint experience. So that's one of it. If you haven't already tried it out, please go and fill out the form. We'll be more than happy to help you manually get matched with people that you like, and of course, in a very safe environment. All right, Monkey Foundry quarterly report. I'm very excited to share this with you guys. Later on, Moonsettler will be able to unveil this, share all the numbers that you need to know with us. But this is something that we at MonkeDAO are really, really proud of. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. He has all the numbers and all the alpha and good news that you need to know of. Of course, we have the Happy Independence Day America, the 4th, July the 4th. End of month update. All right, later on we'll have a section to cover this, so don't want to bore you guys just yet. Later we'll cover this all through together. And for now, we'll continue to run through the rest of the town hall, through the newsletter. Global events, Monkey on the Move. This is a gentle reminder that the Solana ecosystem call is on. The monthly series, the July edition, feel free to get link there. Click in to find out more. We have the Solana Summit Nigeria. Some monkeys may be based in that part of the world, Solana Summit Nigeria, or if you're in Africa in general, that may be a Solana Summit that is decently close to you. Feel free to go check it out. Solana Summit in Belgrade, CastleDAO, Solana Summit Canada. Canada is mentioned. Wow. Canada is mentioned indeed. Solana Breakpoint 2026, Solana Hacker House London, Token 2049 Singapore, and not forgetting Solana Summit Singapore. Photo highlights. This is quite literally, honestly, one of my favorite part of the newsletter. Of course, I love going through every other section as well, all the updates that we continue to see. But nothing is more enjoyable than seeing fellow monkeys sharing content, things that they enjoy, within the monkey family or with the monkey family, most importantly. And this time around, the whole timeline is quite literally dominated by plushies all over. And we see, I think Simon also shared his, his variation of what a happy family is, right? Within the plushies lineup itself. He redeemed so many plushies himself, and it's amazing to watch it all come together. Shout out to Han from Sweden, Malaysia. He has, quite a fair bit of monkeys getting together, including the rarest sauce. And not forgetting community polls. And this is a good time for us to remind you that every time you put a content out there, always remember to tag MonkeDAO so that we can identify your content easily. And it is always a joy for us to be able to amplify your content that you put out, because truly, MonkeDAO is an organization, but without the participants, which is you guys, none of this magic would be possible. So what makes MonkeDAO is literally you, and your content plays a big part in helping us amplify what MonkeDAO is all about to bystanders, people who are looking from the outside of what exactly is going on. All right. And shout out to Pauline as well. Pauline, did a very nice unbox video, sharing her monkey boo boo and also herself unboxing. It's been amazing. One of the loveliest content. We rewatched it, internally a few times. We're like, man, it's amazing to see the smiles and whatnot. So shout out to you, Pauline, for putting it together. We had a lot of fun, and we love to continue amplifying more content like that. So continue to tag us, and we'll be more than happy to help get it out there. All right, if you're new to MonkeDAO, you might not have heard of Banana Stand yet. So Banana Stand is the official community engagement platform of MonkeDAO. And if you do not have a profile set up there yet, and if you're listening to this, you're like, dude, what exactly is going on? What is this Banana Stand you guys are talking about? Then this message is probably for you. All right, so go and set up your profile on Banana Stand. Make sure that you have all your profile picture, your social account set up. Now, once you set up your Banana Stand through Metrica and whatnot, you should also make sure your Metrica is set up properly and link up all your accounts like Telegram and whatnot. Because through this setup, we can then add you to the gated group chats or the gated Telegram environment, or whichever environment that continues to be gated, so that you can actually interact with members, hopefully in a relatively safer format. Of course, that's not to say that it's 100% foolproof. It's definitely something that we will still encourage members to remain vigilant, because we don't know what sort of antics hackers may have, but at least it's a slightly safer environment. All right, but Banana Stand is basically the go-to platform. You can earn bananas for various activities that you do within MonkeDAO, for example, like first and foremost, attending town hall, participating in the newsletter quiz, and also engaging in the MonkeDAO community. All right, you can check out the monkey map. When you set up your profile, set up your country, set up your city, and through that you can find local chapters close to you. We also have the Luma also incorporated, so every time you want to find events around you, it's also something that you can do so easily. Now, badges is also one of the big mechanics of Banana Stand. We all have the equivalents of like LinkedIn, Web3 and whatnot, and especially in LinkedIn and or like Facebook, sometimes people share their work experience and whatnot. So instead of the very conventional and slightly not so exciting like work experience and whatnot, that you're sharing on LinkedIn, why not share, a bit of your like, social history. For example, the things that you have embarked on, the meetups that you have joined, and this is through your badge system, right? The badges that you can collect through either attending an event, participating in a specific activation and whatnot. And this way you can build your social credit in MonkeDAO through that easily as well, right? And that you also can put your bananas to work. Visit a shop from time to time, either through community partners or specific campaigns as well. That's where you can basically redeem bananas for anything and everything that could potentially come up from there. All right, I see that we also have a banana stand banner there. Among the first to test the banana stand mobile. All right, we will have an announcement that we will put out. But most I've been attending 250 happy birthday parties. Shout out to Ben Bottle indeed. He's indeed one of the most consistent monkey who's always showing up without fail. So shout out to Ben. Happy birthday to him as well. All right, be among the first to test the Banana Stand mobile. Later on, we'll have a segment to show you a preview of what it looks like now, and also an invitation for you to come and join us and help us test this aggressively. Most importantly, any feedback is going to be good feedback. We are not only looking for like, hey, I like it, but also tell us things where maybe you don't like as much, areas where we can maybe do a little bit better, etc., etc. All right. So interview with Matt from Jupiter. This is something that our dear Zine has consistently been putting out. Part of the, I would say, weekly edition, the weekly conversation with builders across Solana. So Zine has been running this series very consistently for us for a long while now. If you're curious around, what Matt does from Jupiter, please feel free to go check it out. Matt is the BD DeFi growth for Jupiter, and they are of course one of the anchor protocol across the ecosystem, and they've done a lot and continue building a lot of different extensions out of the Jupiter ecosystem, and I'm sure this could be something exciting for you. Feel free to go check it out. Solana changelog, shout out to Ready Layer 1. Oftentimes dev related stuff is often one of the toughest thing to understand, and Ready Layer 1's entire mission is to make sure that this can hopefully be demystified and be made a lot more accessible than what it is today. And most importantly, really just making information available and all in one place. Now, of course, the banana stand, sorry, the our very own MonkeDAO banana split newsletter is a great way for you to just get quickly updated across community, across dev related stuff, and events, RL and whatnot. And so for this series is really about finding the latest around all the dev related updates, how to get involved, and if it's a lot, and if you do find yourself feeling a little bit lost, feel free to reach out to Ready Layer 1, and he'll be more than happy to help answer any and every question that you may have. All right, Monday Monkey Spotlight. This is a shout out to Kaizen for helping us power this. Omi Omai from Kaizen has been doing this for a while now, and also most importantly, shout out to Benny and the previous crew who has started the Monday Monkey Spotlight for us, and Just Mouse especially has been hosting this for years. And this new edition is a transition from exactly just that. The ethos of it is still the same. We are featuring builders across the ecosystem, and most importantly, our fellow monkeys. Later on, we will have a section to talk a little bit about this, but this upcoming series is something that we're pretty excited about. Last week, or rather this recent week, we featured our amazing friends from Nomu. Don't leave bananas on the table. Here's a gentle reminder. We have the Right Dot Markets MonkeDAO VOD exclusively for monkeys. So you can actually go and check it out and trade in the MonkeDAO vault using the vault funds and not just your own funds. I think your own funds is mostly just a collateral. But it's a very dynamic vault. Going to be a pretty fun experience because any wins, you can also take advantage of that, and you'll be able to sort of keep some of that wins that you may eventually record. All right, so book your Monkey Hotel and the Soulflare Fresh Mints whitelist. This was already wrapped up, but I think there's another 2 collections coming out, or a couple of other community collections as well coming out from the Fresh Mint series. MonkeDAO X Proper Trading Competition. If you haven't already tried it out, go and check it out and see if it's something that's relevant to you. All right, the MonkeDAO extension, Monkey Foundry, Monkey Nova, Monkey Ventures, we are pretty excited that these three are the existing umbrellas. And of course, we have a couple of exciting conversations in place on how we could potentially expand that, umbrella a little bit further. But feel free to go check it out in case if you're looking for related services that could be relevant and applicable for you. If you do have your SOL, extra SOL just sitting on your wallet, do consider native staking or just staking with MonkeDAO either through the native stake or the liquid stake. Liquid stake, there's the Monkey SOL option. And of course, the native staking, we do have our very, very own MonkeDAO validator. All right, with that, this is the newsletter for you, and feel free to go check out the weekly quiz quest on Banana Stand. You can earn some bananas since you are attending Town Hall and you have listened to all the rundown on the banana split already. You can go and check out a quiz, attempt it, earn some bananas while you're at it. And here's a gentle reminder, if you're not already signed up for the notification of the newsletter, you need to absolutely do it. Now, actually, that reminds me, Bipsy, let's spin up a badge for folks who actually sign up for newsletter. And if we have a way to map it, we've figured out how to map. I'm not confident that we have already a way to map it easily, but we will try to figure something out. But basically, here's a gentle note. As we continue to figure it out, as long as you're signed up for the newsletter, we will be able to give you a badge on Banana Stand as well. All right. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. All right, so let's move on. End of month update. This is something that we are always very, very excited to share with you. And within a blink of an eye, it's again the end of the month. So June 2026, what exactly are some of the key monkey business updates that's been going on? And it's really very hard because I think sometimes for us as community members, maybe we just prefer to be a little bit more passive. Maybe we just don't have the time to, sort of check in every other day to see what's going on, within a MonkeDAO community. And this is the reason why we come up with things like an end of month update just to keep folks, in the loop on what exactly is going on, so you can kind of have like a one-stop shop. I just want to go to one place and I want to see, okay, within the month of June what's been happening and so on and so forth. And this is really the entire purpose of it. All right, so for the month of June, of course, the monkey boo boos, the fact that we finally got it out of the way. Shout out to Nomu team for helping us navigate all the challenges that we've been facing, both on the shipping frontier, the logistics frontier, and also the supplier timeline issues and whatnot. But I think one of the greatest joy again is watching it getting shipped to your doorsteps. Lots of folks excited about it. We also have the Genesis Soulflare jobs and the Monkey Hotel that continues to be a push for us. But basically, watching folks, unbox the Monkey Boo Boo has been really one of the biggest highlight for us. Super encouraging and very heartwarming for us. Most importantly, because as we know, and as we have mentioned this many many times now, members of MonkeDAO, we all sort of find the monkey IP appealing, right? And we all enjoy the MonkeDAO community. We all love the monkeys, and this is what brought us here in the first place. And we continue to preserve their ethos. But Monkey Boo Boos is really about how do we, bring our love for the monkeys IP and amplify it and share it with our friends and family. And this exercise hopefully achieves the foundation of just that, and we can continue to build upon that. But for IRL, monkeys from all around the world were kept well, I would say pretty busy. We have pretty much activation all around the world, aside from local chapters and whatnot. We also have the Solana Summit Berlin as well as Island DAO. Solana Summit Berlin was a great showing. We had so many monkeys that show up in person. It was a huge, almost like a little, monkey reunion everywhere we go. And Island DAO especially was really magical. I think the energy there was just different. People there, although it was an island, and the typical stereotype for crypto events is like, hey, people are just out there to party and get drunk. But Island DAO is really shaped different. And the fact that when we organize a monkey meetup there, shout out to Moxie really, because we had like 35 to 40 people, and I would say, I think close to half of them were actually, first time monkeys, first time joining the event, or newly onboarded into the MonkeDAO family. And this was a huge achievement for us because, I think, as we know, it's easy to live in our bubble, but we also want to spread, the MonkeDAO word and let other people across the Solana ecosystem know about what MonkeDAO is. And so, with Island DAO, this was made possible. Shout out to Moxie once again and the wider Island DAO team. But, local chapters also saw a meetup of over 85 monkeys get together. And that's basically our thesis and belief, right? With the local chapters, no matter where you are in the world, every other month there's at least, a couple of meetups going on all around the world. And there's a good chance there could be one close to you, right? And so be sure to seize that opportunity. If you're not part of a local chapter yet, feel free to reach out and check whether if there's a local chapter close to you, and it's important that you are a part of it. All right, Monkey Boo Boos, as we have been mentioning it so actively now, just a gentle note, if you continue to receive it, I know we have just a couple more, I would say, maybe 20-30% more deliveries that are still lagging behind. Continue to tag us on the timeline, and we appreciate all the feedback that you guys have been providing us with. We are also well aware that some of the shipment that we have received has been damaged either from like the boxes or whatnot, and we apologize for that. Thank you for being patient with us, but we have noted down all the feedback when it comes to fulfillment and whatnot. Potentially it's because of the trade-off of like optimizing for cost and whatnot, but we have taken this back and we'll continue to discuss with Nomu on how to best sort it out to make sure that if we do a similar exercise in the future, this can be prevented. All right. Digital events, if you haven't already seen it, of course, we are well aware that it's impossible for every one of us to be able to travel, to every single event that's happening. So digital events continue to be an integral part of a members' experience, and we try our best to put up, digital events that members could be potentially excited about. And shout out to Solus and King Kong. I think they've been fronting the Monkey Poker Night, and they've been helping us, really brainstorm and think about what other digital events could be relevant. Monday Monkey Spotlight delivered 3 new series of the deep dives, featuring our very own Monkey Nova, featuring Span. We also had Nomu, and on top of that, Monkey AI Lab continue our showcase, while we also have the World Cup 2026 community events. Now, partnership and drops, you might have already seen it, and we have been, talking about this quite actively. That's the Genesis wallet background. Now, the first collection that is going to be the only tradable collection in the MonkeDAO series, of course, fully sold out now, but I'm sure you can find it in secondaries if you want. But do take note, we're not encouraging over speculation around these things. As a matter of fact, we keep it really clear and upfront that, this is really released as a partnership with our There Is So Flare, and it is primarily a wallet background for you to use and be proud of. All right, so go and check it out. We also had the trading competitions announced with Alpha as well as Proper. There's plenty of prizes up for grabs. If you actually missed it, I believe you should still be in time to participate in some of the trading competition. Go and check out the opportunities, the announcement channel if you are interested. Right Markets, Right Monkey, quite literally true. So Right Markets, MonkeDAO Vault, that's also live. If you haven't tried it out yet, feel free to go do so. But we wanted to give a big shout out to Collector Creed for coming through and sharing the joy of reaping packs to fellow monkeys, although that was through Banana Stand. And following up from last month's update, we have since moved forward with a mobile app prototype. And today you will see a sneak peek preview, and we'll also open up the sign up for it. All right, so that's mainly all the monkey business that took place for June. But all that we really want to share with you as well is that, of course, clearly months they come and go. Drops, of course, they sell out. Plushies landing on your doorsteps. We are really excited, and we are very grateful. And it's been heartwarming watching all your content. But honestly, I think the one thing that never really changes is the community right here. Wherever you are in the world, odds are there's a bit of monkey business happening somewhere near you, either RL or digital. And that has always been the case, right? MonkeDAO has been here for like 5 years now. This is our 5th year. And wherever you are, our commitment to you as much as possible is to make sure that there's always something that you can be that you can be proud to be a part of, right? And that's really what we're here for. So continue leaning on your fellow monkeys, find strength in your fellow monkeys, encourage and continue to uplift one another, and we'll continue to build, quite literally the dream home away from home that we want to see. All right, so that's the end of one update. Let's run through some of the MonkeDAO meetup. Thank you for staying with me. I know sometimes I take a little bit longer, way longer than I should. But the end of month update is something that I really take pride in myself, because I want to make sure that we can, get community members updated around anything and everything that we do, especially in an industry and in a vertical where, or let's just say in an industry where there's clearly a lot of noise. All right, so community events, promise you, we are moving along. Don't worry, I won't hold us up. MonkeDAO Meetup Futurist Conference. If you haven't already checked it out, Canada has been mentioned once again. Toronto, Canada. Shout out to Chris. I saw a group chat that was spun off. Some exciting events getting organized there. So if you are in the city, this is an event that you should probably consider. We have the Monkey Sunset Dinner. Shout out to Steve. This is happening in Netherlands, but they are always hosting very, very fun event. If you are a monkey based in Netherlands, I think you are in for a treat. Steve is very, very excited, and of course, is one of the most active monkey out there. He's gonna make sure that you have an amazing experience, and we highly encourage you join in and be a part of it. Monkey Vibes at Solana Summit, Serbia. Do I even need to talk about this anymore? Because quite literally, you have the best Solana crew, the Soulflare folks are all out there at that part of the world. You have our dearest Bipsy, and we have a lot of monkeys based in Eastern Europe especially, who will all be traveling down there. And Massimiliano says, when Monkey Hostel? Maybe Monkey Hostel at Solana Summit, Serbia. Well, we could make it happen. Who knows? Sounds like a fun one, right? All right, Monday Monkey Spotlight featuring Greater Fools. I want to take a little bit of a pause here because I'm sure you guys are so sick and tired of listening to my voice. Let's switch it up a little bit. Monday Monkey Spotlight is something that we're pretty excited about this week. Upcoming July 13th, we are featuring none other than Thibaut Degen. Now, Thibaut is one of our amazing monkeys, of course. All great builders, all amazing talents should be part of the MonkeDAO network, and Thibaut rightfully is part of the MonkeDAO network. Now, he's been working on this series for a while now. This book that he's been working on is quite literally a hidden gem, and it's literally a work of art. And I don't think I can find the right way to properly describe him, to give him the right justice for all the work that he's been quietly putting behind the scene. So I want to make sure that we can have an opportunity to hear from Thibaut what exactly, just a sneak peek though, because if you want the real juice, you need to attend Monday Monkey Spotlight happening on July 13th. But we are so honored to have Thibaut up here joining us today to give us a little bit of a sneak peek on what to expect. What exactly is the Greater Fools that he's been working on for years now? So Thibaut, whenever you're ready, it would be our pleasure to have you come up the stage to share with us just a sneak peek. Don't give them everything, but let us know why we should be excited about the Greater Fools.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yay. Yeah, so this is something I've been working on since February of 2023. And I, in the real world, make my living writing books, writing screenplays. That's what I do. And, what better thing to do, combine that with my love of Solana. So I have spent the last 3 years writing a fantasy novel starring NFTs that follows them on a quest through the Solana blockchain. So you can think of it sort of like Ready Player One. You can think of it like Inside Out or Wreck-It Ralph, where we go inside this world and have these characters. And there's also human characters. And one of the really fun things for me is that there are a lot of real people that we all know. Solana folks that we see on the timeline. Some of the people in this room are minor characters in the book. And I'm super grateful that Omi and you guys are going to have me on the Monday Monkey Spotlight, where we'll go more in depth about it and why I wrote it. And we'll talk about OG NFT trivia and stuff like that. But I'm very happy to actually read to you guys just one little page here today. the book does visit the homeland of the monkeys a couple times, and the monkeys figure very prominently. One of the main characters is an SMB. In the final big battle of the forces of good versus the forces of evil, the monkeys play a pivotal role in the battle. There are people we know and love, like Soul Big Brain is the commander of like this badass freaking platoon of monkeys that goes and does all this cool heroic shit. And Jemmy and Cersei have been very supportive of this back from when I first mentioned the idea. And I sat on the phone with Cersei a couple of years ago now, and we brainstormed what would the homeland of the monkeys look like. So that's what this page that I'm going to read sort of digs into. Yeah, and listen, you guys, the book is released. The book is actually for sale this moment right now. Yes, Phlox, you're in the book. And go to Amazon, you guys. Go to Amazon, buy Greater Fools. Right now, the ebook is 99 cents. And it won't be that for long, but I'm working the algorithm. I've decided not to go with a publisher for this, just do it myself. And it's a slow burn to get traction on Amazon. So if in the next couple weeks I can get even just like 20-30 sales of the ebook and get people to write 5-star reviews, they're going to treat me differently on the algorithm, because the point is, this book celebrates our shared history, and it's super fun to read about the Easter eggs in it. But this book is for the hundreds of millions of fantasy and science fiction readers who don't know squat about Solana or NFTs. It's really to bring them into our ecosystem. That's my goal, is to share my love of Solana NFTs with the hundreds of millions of fantasy and science fiction readers out there. So go to Amazon, buy the book, go to greaterfoolsbook.com so you can learn more about it. But until then, here, I'm just going to read a page. And Bonk is a pretty big character in the book too, the dog Bonk. Just like in real life, Bonk inspires the people of Solana when times are at their worst. He brings them together and gives them hope, just like Bonk the coin did when we needed it most, right? So in this passage, we're gearing up for the big climactic battle at the end of the book, and Bonk has to go from wallet to stir up the forces, to say, hey, everybody, Mad Lad, Gecko, Ape, Panda, you name it, we need to all come together and fight this big bad guy who's trying to basically enslave every NFT in Solana. All right, so here's my page. Okay, here we go. Poof. Monkeys chittered in surprise. Bonk had materialized right in the middle of a MonkeDAO council meeting. The room had a strong Greco-Roman flavor, with its fluted columns, veined marble arches, and heavy stone seats. What made it a bit non-Roman was the fact that the room was really one big treehouse, high above the tropical jungle floor, with hanging vines and thick ferns growing through and around the ancient statues and pillars. The monkeys' jungle occupied a sizable portion of the continent of Solana's southern hemisphere. Like the council chambers, all the monkey structures were built high up in the trees. The monkeys themselves were decked out in flowing white togas and woven headpieces of branch and jewel. The SMB were in the middle of a legislative session, and indeed, the whole place gave off serious Roman Senate vibes. Their oversized, chiseled chairs formed a vast circle. In the center, addressing the DAO with a point of order to be voted on, was Cersei, a MonkeDAO executive, a pixelated red rose behind her pixelated ear. Bonk! Cersei cried, kneeling down to scratch behind the dog's ear. Cersei had always been afraid of dogs, before meeting Bonk. You startled us, Jemmy said, rising from his seat. What is it? Jemmy was one of the MonkeDAO co-founders. You look agitated, Cersei added, peering into the dog's eyes. Bonk took a deep breath. He took in the concerned monkeys around him, and he started bonking. And that's it. So then
All
he heads off.
right.
Right.
Thank you so much, Thibaut. Let's give a round of applause. I don't know how we can convey our excitement, but let's all send our digital applauses to Thibaut. And he's been working on this, as he has mentioned, quietly behind the scene for years now. Are you celebrating his birthday in the book? Well, it's kind of, but most importantly, what I really want to say is that that level of dedication and commitment that Thibaut has is something that is really, really inspiring for us all. And the fact that he's just been quietly working on this, and it's now a state where we are really excited to be able to help amplify this and share this with you. And as we've shared this as well, and I think our dearest community member have put it out there for 99 cents. It is indeed a no-brainer. Thank you so much, Alexander Gray. And you can most importantly also get it through Span if you don't really want to use your Amazon account. But as Thibaut mentioned, it may not be the easiest, especially to get some love and get some special treatment. But if you can all go there, check it out for 99 cents, get a copy, read it at your own free time. And if you love it, he would love and really, really appreciate a 5-star review, just to float the algorithm and get the algorithm god to do some special work there. All right, so shout out once again. If you want to find out more about everything related to Thibaut's journey, you are in for a treat because the Monday Monkey Spotlight happening on July 13th, hosted by our dearest Omi Omai through Kaizen, is going to be a very, very fun deep dive. You'll get to know Thibaut upfront, in a very deep format. Get to know him in a very personal format, and Omi will ask all the right questions. All right, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for joining us once again, Thibaut. It's been amazing, and we look forward to the MMS.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty, so onward, let's move back to the list of community events. Community events like this are so exciting. It reminds us of all the talent that we have. Now, MonkeDAO X Proper Trading Competition, as we mentioned earlier, registered before July 13. You have approximately 2 to 3 more days to do so right before this closes. Go and check it out. Monkey Hotel, book now if you haven't already done so. Room with fellow monkeys, there's the ability for us to do monkey Tinder for you. Oh, sorry, monkey matchmaking. And we can't exactly promise that you'll work out with a significant other, but we know that you will definitely have a decent and a great time. Now, Meme of the Week competition, the winner is none other than Massimiliano. Shout out to him as well. He also got a personal birthday greetings from our dearest Banano. It's been amazing, watching all the memes, most importantly. And this meme competition, or more so an informal meme competition, is open to everyone. If you're out here anyway, and if you're jumping in, you think of something ridiculous before you go to sleep, or when you wake up, you think of something that cracks you up, that gets you pumped, in the day. Put it into an AI prompt or generate a fun meme, come into the MonkeDAO Discord, go into the meme channel, drop the monkey meme there. And that will immediately qualify you for it already. When I see I monkey PFP, that's Massimiliano's meme. Now, Monkey Boo Boo Content Showcase, we just want to highlight once again all the love that we're seeing on the timeline, and also put out a gentle reminder that, if you put out more Monkey Boo Boo content, do tag us. Shout out to Pauline once again, shout out to Queen, shout out to Crypto Space, shout out to Lenny, Super Simon, Chandan. All these are amazing content that we have so much joy highlighting. All right, so now enough of community events. Let's move on to what we are all, pretty excited, and most of us are here for today as well. The Banana Stand mobile app demo. Now, Bipsy has been pumped for this session. She's been lining up all the infrastructure. She signed up for a new internet telco provider. She got the 5,000, Gbps, whatever, internet plan that she could get, just to make sure that she can live stream this to us in the best format possible. So, Bipsy, without further delay, we are excited to see your showcase of the new 5,000 Gbps internet subscription that you just got, and most importantly, what the mobile app sneak peek will look like. Feel free to take it over, and right after Bipsy's demo, we'll bring JP up, who's the main architect, to talk to you a little bit about this, as well as what we are most importantly looking out for when it comes to feedback. JP will be up here telling you, or sharing with you some of our gentle requests. If you can help us point us to the right direction in terms of feedback, that would be amazing. Bipsy, without further delay, take over the stage.
GM everyone, and happy Friday. Yes, I'm very happy because I have to talk, and also because I can share with you what we've been working on. Mostly JP, who, as Jamie said, is the architect of this mobile version of our banana stand. I really hope you can see my screen. Yes, you should, because I'm casting from Seeker, and Please forgive me if I'm doing something wrong because I'm an Apple user, but for now we are doing just Android. So I'll go through the mobile app. I will connect with Matrika. I'll use my own account because there are no alts. Let's see. And we have the homepage. So mostly we have the same functionalities that we have on the web version. We have on the home screen the current bananas. We have how many bananas we earned today, how many we earned per week, and also the rank. We have the link to the shop. We have the quest, the difference between the web version and the mobile version is that we have the special quests on top. So you can go directly on your mobile and start, for example, the quiz on the last newsletter. So we can do it directly if you want, but I don't want to share the answers here. Then we have so for each of them you have the information if they're automatically completed or you must do something. When they are done, they are marked with done. Then we have the members page, where as you can on the web version you can look for members. Let's see if I can find Flox to show him something that he has now the badge for the AI participation. Yeah. So on the users the members page you can filter through like interests, by interest, by professions. You can look one of the monkeys or monkeys by name or Discord. You can look by country. The same functionalities that we have on web. Also, we have a surprise here from JP. You can like do a monkey chance and discover monkeys all around, and you can go see details about everyone. And also, you have the leaderboard with all the details. Then we have the world here. We will have to work a bit more on the UI, but it's one-to-one like functionalities with the web versions. You can see the top cities. Of course, Toronto is number one on number of users. So go on Banana Stand and mark your location, so your town will be on top of the others. You have also the events that we have on Luma, both digital and IRL, so you can go register directly, and if you zoom you can see them exactly from here. Let me zoom, and you can register. Also, we have the shop. The shop has the same things that we have also on web. You can go and order stuff. And you have also the user information. You have all the details. You have the Twitter, the Discord, all the banana situation about you, the monkeys that you have, if you are ambassador or not, or just a member of the chapter. You can see all your badges and also your history logs and also your orders. You can go and edit your profile, change your location, professions, interests. You can set up here the default wallet and also the privacy features. You can do it like let's change the theme, the dark or light, and also you can change the language. We have now Spanish and French. We still have to work on the information that are coming directly from the web version, because these features are available now just for mobile, the languages, but the let's say the titles, big information that are translated in the other languages. So I think that's all for now. We are still working on a lot of things. I will let JP to add more details. Of course, he's better than me on talking live.
Let's say you did a great job, Bipsy. Thank
Thank you.
you. That was a really nice real estate tour um, of everything that we're putting together. So to add a few things, this is going to be that first iteration of our mobile app, and ultimately we will make it available on all the platforms. Right? We'll probably start with Seeker actually because it's much faster to get it through the review process and whatnot. There are some little gotchas that we're going to have to get through for Apple and Google to approve the app. They have to review it. And as you can imagine, none of them are probably DGens, so they won't have a Matrica account in order to be able to connect to the app. So there are some things that we're going to have to add, so that might delay a little bit the launch. However, what we can do though is um, distribute the test and just for internal testing amongst the membership um, through the Google Play Store and maybe through Test Flight. I'm not sure yet because that also needs to be approved by Apple if we're going to have public testers. But as you can see, this app is it's all pretty much ready to go, and we will be sending those invites to you guys uh, today. I think I don't know if we already posted the form to get your Gmail account. Whatever you use for Google Play is what we can um, register within the Play Store to allow you to go and download. So that goes through the whole Google process. So if you guys are more comfortable through that, we can do that. And if you are someone that does not want to give their Google Play email, I can give you an APK directly that you can um, install on your device too. We can do something like that. And we'd like to also, oh, there you go. That's the form. Thank you, Bipsy. If you guys scan that with your phones, you can go directly and enter that there. And we're also going to be creating a feedback channel here on Discord where we'd love for you guys to give us feedback, what's working, what's broken, performance, and whatnot. Because again, I only have a couple of Android devices. I do have like my own iOS builds and whatnot that I've been testing with. So I would really appreciate your help, you guys, helping find any bugs, and then provide us with ideas on what else you'd like to see that we can start to build a roadmap for the mobile app.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Bipsy. Thank you, JP, for coming up to share a little bit about the Banana Stand mobile app sneak peek slash preview. All right, later on, once Town Hall concludes, or shortly after Town Hall conclude, we'll put out a proper announcement for you to sign up. So don't worry. If you can scan the QR code right now, it would be great. But otherwise, there will be a proper announcement later on after the Town Hall concludes. And that's where you can sign up for it as well. All right, so stay tuned and please help us test it as much as possible. As a gentle note, indeed, we are really not looking for like, hey, of course, we would love to hear that you love it and you like it. But of course, that's not the only thing that we're looking out for. We also, want to hear the critical and real feedback like, hey, I found this bug, this isn't working, or, this could be a little bit better. Have you guys thought about X, Y, Z, etc., etc.? But yeah, unfortunately, right now, it's only ready for the Android version. As we know, Apple takes a while, but we're not far away from that. We're not far away from that. All right, so stay tuned. Sign up for it and let us know what your thoughts are. All right, I'm going to pass the time now to Moonsetter to share with us a little bit more around the Monkey Foundry quarterly report. They have some really impressive numbers that we're all very, very proud of. And here's a big shout out to the entire Monkey Foundry team for making it possible. Moonsetter, whenever you're ready, would love to have you share the joy.
GM, everyone. Since we are pretty much at time, I will speed run this, and you all can go check out the entire report for yourselves. It's linked in the announcements. There's also an announcement channel and also linked in the newsletter. But yeah, really excited. Obviously, was a huge quarter for us with the wrap up of quarter number 2 of the Monkey Foundry program. We wrapped up the first cohort. Did our demo day prep, helped the teams with that. We did our demo day in Miami, and we kicked off our cohort number 2 application process over the last couple weeks. We've been reviewing and interviewing a bunch of the teams. So within the next week or so, we're going to finalize all the decisions here, but super excited for the growth that the program is seeing. Cohort 2, we saw 437 applications, different products applying to the program, which is an 81% increase over the first cohort. Really validates the work that the team's been doing and everything we've been pushing to really establish Monkey Foundry as a premier incubator within the Solana ecosystem. Super excited about what's to come. The teams and the applications we've seen are pretty incredible. There's some amazing things being built on Solana, and we hope to play a part in helping support those teams. So do stay tuned for that. But yeah, overall, a massive quarter of growth, of visibility, of traction. There's more information regarding partnerships, regarding our marketing growth, regarding our just operational enhancements and improvements that we're making with the program going forward, that you can read all about in the full report. So do go take a look at that. Do reach out if there's any questions. And overall, just really excited for the traction and the growth that we are seeing with the program. So yeah, if anyone has any questions at any point, don't hesitate to reach out. That's it for me. Jimmy, back over to you.
Thank you so much, Moonsettler. Really appreciate it. And yes, Maldo just linked it in the Town Hall Tech Chat thread as well. They do have some really impressive numbers that we're really proud of. I think over 80% in terms of growth on total number of applications that we received. And also, this has been an amazing segue for us to build closer relationship with the Solana Foundation, and with it also repeatedly brought up as one of the incubator for builders across Solana to consider to be a part of as well, most importantly. All right. And without further delay, I think we have a last agenda item that we'll line up for you, which is a gentle reminder to follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already done so. A big part of the next chapter for us within MonkeDAO is also thinking about expanding, the love, that we have for MonkeDAO's IP, SMB's IP, to reach the real world. And of course, Monkey Boo Boo is only but one step for us to try to get closer to exactly just that, all right? And so, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. Maldo has been doing some really incredible and amazing job trying to set that up, most importantly. And hopefully, it set us up for even more success with your help to amplify and create more content from there, all right? So without further delay, I believe we have reached the tail end agenda or rather the end of the agenda items that we have prepared for this week. And I do not believe that we have any new monkeys because I feel like I recognize all the names here, which is not exactly a bad thing. I think that's always good. It's always good to gather with familiar and OG monkeys, most importantly. We appreciate everyone for taking the time to join us. Friday evenings, afternoons, and mornings especially are always very precious, but it's a great way for us to end off the week together with our dearest monkeys. So once again, appreciate you guys for taking the time to join us. Friday Town Hall. If you haven't caught up enough yet, or if you missed out a significant segment, just do take note that all the MonkeDAO Town Hall sessions are actually recorded and made available on our YouTube official handle. So you can also catch up through that as well. All right. So without further delay, it's time to send the pump it up vibe soon. All the best to everyone who's rooting for your favorite team on the World Cup series. But for now, remember to touch grass and spend some time with your loved ones. All right. Let's send the pump it up vibes.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.